Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Zombie. So we're back to this screen. I'm often surprised to see that how little people test their games on PC for simple things like leaving it running and paused for 8 hours so somebody might sleep. This game in particular, though, has been terrible about crashing. The only thing I did between last recording and this recording is I left it paused, slept for 8 hours, and I changed the TV input that my computer is connected to from my computer input to my cable television input. And none of that is justifiable whatsoever to explain why there would be a crash. Interesting, when I loaded in this section the light didn't turn on, but I've loaded in the other sections and the light has turned on. We have this ladder up here, so we should try this. I don't know where this is going. Storyline wise, I think it's Sonia we're dealing with. Oh, the door's locked. Okay. Good to know. So there'll be a shortcut eventually back to where we're supposed to go later. Theoretically, we are calling for evac and trying to escape this area, which is the Tower of London. In reality, I imagine there's very little to do. Let's see where this leads. This probably leads. I can see a zombie over there and some bodies. So this is probably not some kind of secret passage, but I guess I have no choice now. Interesting, you would have thought there would have been a way to climb out of this, but alright. We're playing the game as it is. Like, none of these are really concerns. Here's a dead cat. Somebody just beat a cat to death for no reason. And here we have a torture rack. Which, okay, so we are in the jail cells of the Tower of London, I guess is the idea. What's weird about this is we're playing on chicken mode, so you would think that means we would take less damage, or it would be easier to kill zombies. But the game really doesn't feel like that. So I kind of have to question. Yeah, isn't that a zombie? There is definitely a disconnect also with the male zombies that are in like traditional garb, as I guess maybe it's mostly for pomp and circumstance, I guess. They're basically in costumes, and then you'll have the female characters, zombies, that are just kind of in suits and such. There's literally no reason not to hit everything. Every zombie you see. And we're gonna look around here and see if there are any more monster closets. Nothing in there. So you can climb through. Yeah, unless there's a secret panel somewhere. Wow. I would have missed that completely if I wasn't looking around a little bit more carefully. Alright, so my main question then becomes, how does this gate open? There's clearly items through here, through this gate, but there's seems to be no way. Ah, here it is. Slide under here. So energy drink. And a chest with nothing else on it. I always imagine when they make games like this, they put small pickups like food, health items in general around in locations, and then later on when they decide the more important, less likely to be found pickups, they replace them. If that is how these things are usually designed, then I feel like that room clearly would have been a place that would have been much better suited to have a more important pickup than just food. I don't even know. Yeah, my health is at max, so, and if I get hit, I'll probably take half of my health down. There's no real way to increase our armor, and that feels like that's a mistake also. Why don't we have some kind of system? Interesting. So we did find a secret passage.
We lost so much knowledge when Dee's library at Mortlake was pillaged. We've collected what remains, but none of us has Dee's minds to make sense of it all. That's Dee's septagram. It symbolizes the unity of the four elements with alchemy, magic, and science. To us, it opens a path to secret knowledge. It will work like a black light now. Look for the signs. Nice work.
Yeah, so I triggered all of those things, all those lines of dialogue, just because I carefully decided to scan things before randomly walking into an area, which totally makes sense because that's exactly what we've been trained to do in this game the whole time, is to scan things with really no penalty, even though the scanning does bring up the brightness on the light and is the thing that is slowly draining my health.
Don't bother with your map. Officially, this place doesn't even exist. Just use the black light to find your way through.
There's a capacity upgrade. So it seems odd that we would be given the ability to...
Look for the signs. They'll lead you to our bunker.
So I feel like I missed an entire section in the Tower of London. And are these just gonna be the wrong ways? Okay. So red ones all of a sudden start exploding. I'm going to take an assumption here that it's not safe. Alright. We gotta use our health here. Alright, I want this capacity upgrade, but that's kinda it. So let's grab this. Even though, honestly, capacity upgrades aren't really doing much for me. I feel like going this route is just a monster closet. So, yeah, there's... I'm in totally the wrong place. You could definitely feel an idea here that you very much should have been crawling through these kinds of sections a lot more often.
See if you can crack this one.
So this was a secret passage gate. And that was a jump scare that I don't think you could have scanned for. This is really just the same thing though, over and over again. And not every zombie game is like this, certainly. By the way, the game I've been talking about where you're running around the mall is called Dead Rising. There's a whole series of them. It's a bit more action-paced RPG than this game. Let's see. We'll waste 2 bullets on that. That way, in case we decide to, we need some other things. I feel like scanning this area might lead to something, or maybe not. There's some kind of poison do not touch, but I can't scan it. And more dead cats. And more dead bodies. But kind of nothing else. The Dead Rising series I think was out by the time this game had come out. The Dead Rising series does certainly go a lot longer. You can see a bit of a glitch there. There. And while we're over here, we'll just eat some cake, and then take this other thing. You can see it clipping through the wall. Yeah, there's just like no danger whatsoever. We can see there's statues.
Welcome to the Ravens of Dean Nerve Center, such as it is. The blight has been worse than even we thought, and we were expecting it. I can't imagine how ordinary people like you coped.
So you had to crawl through here.
Tried to warn people. Our best prepper risked his life trying to get to the Queen, but they wouldn't listen. They locked my John up, and he was never the same.
So this is conversations about John, the prepper, who I assume is prepper in general. There's a secret message. There's a door that needs a code. Another black prophecy element. Any of these could have secret messages. Supposed to push that out of the way, I guess. Alright, now we have a spread upgrade. Now we have an assault AK-47. Now we have more black prophecy. I guess that was the symbol that we've been looking at. Odd little fan here. And then masks, which don't seem to do anything. So this needs a code, which I guess means we need to push this first out of the way. So we've now done that 3 times.
You're almost there. Now try the keypads.
What am I seeing here though? I'm seeing a bunch of the gibberish symbols. How did we not get the upgrade? Is there something behind this? Scan cipher on the wall. I am scanning the cipher on the wall. Alright.
That's the Enochian alphabet. Symbols that D used to communicate with angels. The Ravens translated them years ago. Now you can reveal and understand them too.
So we get our second upgrade
John D basically invented
this
cryptography.
way.
He was the first professional spy, did you know that? Even signed his letters to Queen Elizabeth 007.
Alright. So were there any other messages in this area besides this one? And how is this going to visually depict itself? 7930.
Almost there. Now try the keypads.
Okay. So pretty pathetic there. It's not changing visually the code. It's just telling you the answer in subtitle. The good news is, I guess now there's probably not too much.
7 bells. Time to move. Head for the roof.
I bet there's not too much more here. Alright. Which way am I supposed to be going? Up here? No, I don't think so.
Sorry, that's all I could help with. I need to clear the other ramparts.
This guy has.
This is Raven Wing 1. No safe landing. I repeat, we cannot land. We'll
Alright,
find
we've
you on
got
the roof. Stand by.
nothing.
Hit the stairs. Hurry.
So let's. I assume this is not gonna work at all, but let's just pretend like it really is.
Put those blighters out of their misery.
Like, there's so much here.
Kill them! Hurry!
Like, is there really a timer on any of this, or can we just take our sweet time?
Moving!
The problem here is it's gonna just tell us to keep moving
We've got to get out of here! Move!
the whole time. What is that? I guess that was just a different path I could have used. Oh my goodness.
Mayday! Mayday! We're going down! Fucking birds!
So we finally lost. We finally died.
God, no!
And we died in the middle of a scenario. So do we now summon Spawn as a new character, or is the game just locked up? Well, see, if the game is locked up, then we've got to go and run through that whole scenario again. And it looks like it's locked up. Yeah, it looks like the game crashed. And this was inherently, I think, one of the bugs I heard about was that if you died in the middle of a main mission, which arguably all of the missions have been main missions, you can't do anything about it. So yeah, we're in a problematic position here. We need to, I guess, in this early, we've gone long in several previous ones. I'm going to have to hit Control-Alt-Delete. We're going to have to start again wherever we last saved and run through that entire content again. The chance that I was supposed to know that there was a zombie that would explode is ridiculously, I mean, that's just trolly. And the scene there certainly was pushing you to move fast and play not cautiously, which is very different from what we've been doing up until this point. But it is also something that needed to happen. Like, part of the problem with this game is its pacing is just lethargically slow. Everything you do is cautious if you want to play it right. It's a shame the game crashed here, because I kind of wanted to see my character die at one point, and then we would have to go and do a corpse run, which doing a corpse run through the entire section that we just ran through would have been kind of difficult, particularly if there had been new zombies spawning to replace the zombies we had already killed. But we'll instead, I guess, load from a previous save. We should be safe because we're loading from a previous save. Otherwise, it seems like the game might potentially be locked up, and that would kind of suck, because it kind of does feel like we are hitting the second act, beginning of the third act of the game, of a 3-act play, and I kind of now would like to see the ending of the story. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.